I want to start by saying a huge congratulations to you. It's been exactly 40 years since your second birth, so to speak, back on August 4th.
Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. 40 years ago, my whole life shifted from just being an outsider to becoming a true believer. It changed everything.
We're actually related, you know. You're my mother's cousin, but we've always called you Uncle Ben. You and your wife were such a huge help to us growing up.
That's right. I remember visiting when you were all tiny and seeing a family photo on the wall. That's when your mother and I realized we were second cousins.
You even fixed my first bike after I ditched it in a tantrum. But let's talk about that turning point 40 years ago. How did it all happen for you?
It was a process. I'd always been religious in a casual way, but I didn't have a personal relationship with Jesus. Then, the Holy Spirit really started convicting me.
Was it a sudden realization or more of a long struggle to get there?
It was a battle. I'd felt a call 5 years earlier, but I ran away from it. I spent 5 years in a dark place before I finally stopped resisting and accepted him.
It's amazing how Jesus looks for us, even when we feel like just a speck of dust in the universe. It's such a deep soul connection.
It really is. It moves me every time I think about it because it's the most profound thing that can happen to a person.
How did your daily life change after that? Did your friends or your church involvement look different once you made that commitment?
Interestingly, some people at my church were actually uncomfortable when I told them. They didn't seem to understand the reality of having a living faith.
That sounds so strange, especially coming from church staff. What about your wife?
She saw the change in me immediately. She started praying, and soon enough, she told me she'd found that same faith. It was wonderful to share that with her.
I came to faith as a child, so I've always known that reality. It's fascinating how God reaches everyone in such different ways and at different times.
Exactly. Whether it's at a big revival or just reading the Bible alone, the Holy Spirit finds a way. For me, the biggest moment came during communion.
You mentioned feeling a special touch from the Lord shortly after you became a believer. What was that like?
A few weeks in, I was alone after a service and felt this incredible warmth and holiness fill the room. It was like passing from death to life.
You also said you felt a bit restless at first, even though you were happy. Did that feeling eventually settle into peace?
It did. I prayed for peace and found a verse about God's peace on my kitchen wall. After that, I couldn't stop studying the Bible and listening to sermons.
I have one slightly funny theological question for you. When we were kids, we wondered who gave birth to Jesus in heaven before he came to earth.
That's a great question. I've always viewed the Holy Spirit as having that maternal side of God, giving birth and nurturing us in his glory.
That feels like such a natural answer. Thank you so much for sharing your story and your heart with us today. It's been a joy.
Thank you for having me. I'll stop by tomorrow to check the fan belt on your car. Just leave the keys on the porch for me.